Now on Nightside, seniors at Rogers High School will have an extra special prom this year. How JCPenney is making sure everyone has a night to remember.
And I have been tracking showers and clouds this evening, but they are moving out of the region right now. I'll let you know if we're going to stay dry through the weekend in your first alert forecast.
Mayor Lisa Brown reveals her public safety plan, how she plans to address the city's crime issues and how much it could cost taxpayers. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, 3 people were arrested this afternoon following a police chase that left 1 man hurt. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The sheriff's office says a woman with a gun stole a man's car. It all happened near East Eaton Avenue and North Middleton Drive. He was hurt and taken to the hospital. Police later spotted his car with the suspect and 2 other people inside. Now, the woman was arrested for first-degree robbery, first-degree assault, and eluding police. The other 2 were arrested on outstanding warrants.
The man suspected of robbing a credit union in East Spokane has been identified. Police are looking for 43-year-old Jesse L. Criswell in relation to the crime. He's 5'7", weighs around 150 to 180 pounds. He has blue eyes and brown hair. If you have any information on Criswell, you're asked to call Crime Check. The number on your screen here, 509-456-2233.
1 person was killed in a car crash at the corner of North Argonne and Bigelow Gulch Road earlier today. The driver of the other car was transported to the hospital in critical condition. Bruce Road and North Argonne were closed for several hours as the sheriff's office investigated the scene. Well, people living in Spokane could be voting on another levy this fall. Mayor Lisa Brown is proposing a $192 million public safety levy costing taxpayers an average of $323 a year. The mayor says this is needed to enhance the city's police and fire departments.
But after several school bonds and levies failed countywide, some people aren't so sure this is the best way to solve the problem. Mayor Brown says the way our city is currently funded just isn't working and says the jobs of the people working to keep you safe are on the line. If you felt unsafe in the city, especially near areas like 2nd and Division, the city says this levy could be the solution. Brown says if you want quicker response times and a safer Spokane, this is the cost. The city's general fund is facing a $25 million deficit.
This levy, we can provide people with the assurances that the things that they care about can actually be funded by the city.
Spokane police hope to use the money to add more resource officers to neighborhoods, but even with the need for public safety, the added cost to taxpayers has some asking the city for other solutions. Heads up for Bloomies. Bloomsday is running up on us pretty quickly here. You'll want to register by this Monday if you want to have your name on your race bib. The race is on May 5th. Registration is $35.
May 5th. Yeah, we're almost there.
In less than a month. There's a lot of talk about Bloomsday in the newsroom just earlier today.
I know. Will we do it? Will we not do it? I think at least a few of our producers are going to get their bibs going, Chris.
Absolutely. And plenty of time, a month, all the time in the world to train a little bit. I've been tracking some showers tonight. In fact, we had a little bit of wet weather moving through Moscow. The rain has stopped, but the roads are still wet there, as well as in Pullman and Lewiston. We've had some wet weather. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. The thunderstorms, for the most part, stayed to our south, but the wet weather moving through Lewiston, Grangeville, Orofino, and into now western Montana as we are drying out and clearing up around the rest of the inland northwest. Forecast radar shows the last of that wet weather moving out and skies clearing for a gorgeous Saturday. Now here's a look at our high temperatures across the region today. We were 10 degrees above average in Spokane. It was 64 today in Coeur d'Alene, 60s everywhere, even Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry. 71 in Lewiston. We're going to see a lot more 70s on the map tomorrow. Right now, slow to cool with the clouds that we have seen. It's still 55 in Spokane, 49 in Coeur d'Alene. Even with the rain, temperatures are still in the 50s in Pullman as well as Lewiston. 45 to start the day. We're heading up to a high temperature of 70 degrees with sunshine. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend forecast. There is an end to this beautiful weather. I will let you know when to expect it in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, with temperatures hitting the 70s this weekend, it may be tempting to get in the water, but our lakes and rivers are still extremely cold. Yesterday, Spokane County Sheriff's deputies saved 2 men who fell into Horseshoe Lake while canoeing. The water was so cold they couldn't move their legs. They did have life jackets with them, but they were not wearing them. They were taken to the hospital and treated for hypothermia, and they are expected to make a full recovery.
Well, it's been a busy week in the coaching carousel in the college basketball world, and while John Calipari stole most of the headlines over at Arkansas, Eastern Washington also found their new man to lead the basketball program into the future, and that comes in the form of Dan Monson. And if you're wondering why that name sounds so familiar, well, it's because he's the former head coach of the Gonzaga Bulldogs, who helped lead them to the Elite Eight in 1999. And after a long stint with Minnesota and Long Beach State, the 62-year-old Monson returns to the Inland Northwest. And a fun fact, his dad led the Idaho Vandals to the Sweet 16 back in the 1980s. And checking in on the Seattle Mariners, they still haven't won a series this season, but took one big step towards doing that tonight. The M's beat the Chicago Cubs 4-2. At the plate, Julio Rodriguez and Ty France came through with some pretty clutch hits to get the offense going. And on the mound, Bryce Miller went more than 6 strong innings without giving up a run and striking out 4. Now, Seattle's going to go for the series win tomorrow evening, and the youngster Emerson Hancock gets the nod in that one. Derek, Kirsten, I'll send it back over to you.
All right, Alex, thank you. Rogers High School was featured on Good Morning America 3 this morning.
The special announcement that left the students cheering. And when you think about packing gear into the backcountry, you might think of sturdy backpacks and dehydrated meals. But what about goats? Why an Idaho Ranger says you should. Next on Nightside.
Pick of the night tonight is from our own meteorologist Matt Gray. He actually captured this image today. You could tell it's the parking lot at the station by the giant satellite dishes, but this is a 22-degree halo. So that is the sunlight refracted through ice crystals in high cirrus clouds. A beautiful image. Thank you, Matt. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. 4 News Now is brought to you by Satay Bistro and Catering Company.
Pull up a cushion and chill out.
Kimmel's worth the wait.
I gotta see Jimmy tonight.
So stay up late.
You do this for a living. Do you want to be funny all day?
Yes.
Okay.
Late night's #1 show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
We love our house, but lately we've been feeling a little cramped.
So we talked to ICCU about a new home loan. The process was super quick, and we got a really great rate.
We start house hunting tomorrow.
Preferably something with a bigger garage.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! A Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more.
Right now, during our spring tire sale, save up to $80 on select sets of 4 tires.
It's Coeur d'Alene Casino's Core Stars Entertainment Series. 38 specials, timeless blast of Southern rock hits. Live Thursday, April 18th.
Damn straight.
Don't miss Scotty McCreery, one of country music's biggest stars. Live Thursday, May 2nd. It's No Holds Barred Entertainment at King of the Cage, featuring upcoming MMA stars on Thursday, June 13th. Visit CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets now and check out the full Core Stars lineup.
Winning is just the beginning.
Want to drive?
Really?
Most of us agree our roads are safer when we put away our phones. But we still have some people to reach. So spread the message. And set the example. Because that's how we make the road a safer place for you and your loved ones. Together, we get there.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Rogers High School was featured on Good Morning America 3 this morning for a special announcement.
Pretty cool. Seniors were awarded with a $50,000 check from JCPenney to plan the prom of their dreams.
Every single one of you are winners today.
Students jumped and screamed with joy, as you could see, when they heard that announcement. Rogers' principal says many of these kids come from areas of poverty, so the donation is extra special. Student leadership later discussed how this money would be used, with many saying it should go towards helping students purchase dresses, suits, or a day of pampering that some can't otherwise afford. They hope it will help those who need it most.
I feel like this is going to make it so that those people feel welcomed and feel like they belong, because not only are they going to go get a dress, but they're going to get a dress that makes them feel like everyone else. It's going to make them feel involved in like a tight-knit community like we are.
And the school was nominated by the JCPenney in the Northtown Mall, which will also be giving free updos to 22 students. And it wasn't just Rogers that received amazing news today. Both the Cheney and Medical Lake school districts received the state's Purple Star Award.
And that award recognizes districts that have successfully addressed educational, social, and emotional barriers students from military families may experience when their parents are deployed or if they're moving. The ESD 101 superintendent writing, "This designation is evidence of how diligently and thoughtfully the administrators and staff within Cheney Public Schools and the Medical Lake School District work to support our students whose caregivers are serving our country."
All right, I got to watch some of my freshman son's soccer game at Dwight Merkel this afternoon, and it felt so nice outside, and it's only going to be better this weekend.
I know. It was kind of hard to believe because it was so warm today that it's going to be warmer when we wake up tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker's here.
Warmer and sunnier, and no matter how great your school is, isn't it fun to have a weekend off to enjoy it? Warm and sunny this weekend. High temperatures will be in the 70s both days. We will start to see some changes late Sunday with an increase in clouds, the possibility of some showers mainly south and east of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and then we head into a cooler and windy Monday. Here's a look at that weekend forecast, starting the day off in the 40s, so fairly warm to begin with, and then heading up to 70 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday, and sometime in the afternoon we'll start to see a few more clouds filtering our sunshine and the winds picking up a little bit, but it should be late in the evening before we see more dramatic changes. Here is our Sunday forecast as we go through the afternoon. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we start to see those showers and possibly even some thunderstorms over the Palouse and into the central panhandle. Mainly, we'll just see an increase in clouds in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Here's 8 o'clock Sunday evening, and that is a cold front that is pushing its way through, bringing some changes for Monday and beyond. Taking a look at our temperature trend over the next 7 days. This white line is our average high, so we are about 15 degrees above average or more this weekend. Pretty good drop, 12-degree drop for Monday, but still above average. Another 10-degree drop for Tuesday. That's a little below. And then we start warming right back up again. Here's a look at our precipitation or our temperature trend then going all the way through April 26th. This is the 20th through the 26th, our 8 to 14 day forecast. That upward trajectory in our temperatures looks like it is going to continue. Meanwhile, precipitation has been a little hard to come by, just showers here and there, but meaningful rain, it does not look like it is in the cards for us over the next 7 to 14 days. Our planning forecast, we have that front coming through Sunday night, picking up the winds for Monday and just bringing some hit and miss showers mainly over the Palouse. A better chance of rain on Tuesday, but even at that, it's only a 30% chance of showers. And then we dry out for the rest of the week and again start warming up again. I've been watching overnight lows, and for the most part, we are staying just above freezing most nights. But boy, if we clear out one of these nights, those temperatures will drop awfully close to freezing, and we just had a temperature at freezing overnight this week, so not quite out of the woods in terms of planting. And on a weekend like this, I know it is so tempting to work in the yard, but maybe just get everything ready.
Yeah. Get your grass going.
Yes,
worry about the planting.
Yes.
All right, you've certainly already experienced it, but construction season is hitting on the streets of Spokane, and the city says drivers are putting workers' lives in danger.
It's so dangerous that the city shut down a portion of Perry on the South Hill to make sure sure workers aren't hit by cars. Drivers are cutting through neighborhoods to avoid the construction, causing some serious frustration for the people who live there. A temporary closure of Perry Street between 29th and 30th is having drivers cut through the neighborhood on 30th. And Lily Misquez lives on 30th Avenue. She says she's concerned about reckless drivers.
Absolutely. I mean, we have to keep kids safe, you know, especially with a lot of drivers and potentially not paying attention.
Some parents near the Thor Freya construction in East Spokane echo similar concerns. Cutting through Pacific Avenue to avoid the construction is seriously frustrating. The city is asking drivers to be patient and slow down for construction crews and neighbors.
Well, several construction projects are starting on Monday.
Yeah, including some chip sealing happening on Maple and Ash, and that's going to last 4 months. There will be lane closures, detours, and total closures will happen as needed from Northwest Boulevard up to Rowan Avenue as crews repair the pavement.
Also starting Monday in Spokane Valley, we've been telling you about this one. Right off the I-90 exit at Pines, the intersection of Pines and Mission will be reconstructed. There will be lane restrictions and delays until the fall. Crews will work at night for the next month. Then construction will move to the daytime.
And lastly, in Spokane, a section of East Euclid between North Market and Ralph is going to close as crews work on North-South Freeway. Drivers are detoured north to the Wellesley Underpass. You can take a look at all of these projects a little more closely on KXLY.com. One rancher in Idaho specializes in raising goats, but not for the reasons you think.
Mark Warnke uses these four-legged friends to pack gear into the backcountry for several weeks per year, and he's renowned worldwide for it. Steve Dent has the story.
They are so cute. So we breed a very specialized hybrid of goats.
Some of these baby goats are just 5 days old.
These goats see us as their mother.
After feeding, it's time for a little exercise, as these goats will grow into outdoor companions for Mark Warnke.
Well, they're superior to almost any other pack animal because of their agility and then the fact that they don't have to be led. So they just follow us.
Mark does around 500 miles in the backcountry, sleeping out under the stars for around 70 days a year, aided by his goats to haul the gear for hunting, exploring the sawtooths, and getting his family and friends outdoors.
Being able to keep people well fed and comfortable and sitting in a chair and using these animals to pack our loads in was the goal, and I did it. I've been doing it for 12 years now.
Mark says goats have the disposition of a golden retriever, and they make good pack animals because they feed themselves, they find water when they need it, and the only thing Mark has to do is protect his goats from predators.
The goats are wicked smart, and they're a next level kind of being to coexist with as an animal. They express things like depression and loneliness, and they're very complex. This is a very highly brilliant, intuitive animal.
PackGoats.com features a blog, guides, and video tutorials on how to raise goats. Mark's methods have spread all over the world.
Well, the part about becoming kind of a global authority on raising goats, that wasn't the intention. The intention was to help people start out with pack goats. People don't realize about goats is they were voted the second hardest animal to raise on a homestead out of all the options. And so we just started building resources to help people online to raise goats, and it kind of caught fire.
People can also visit Ripple Ranch and try some goat milk. They have a 15-person sauna, a 15-person cold plunge, horseback riding, and an Airbnb.
It's a beautiful place to come stay and just see sustainable ranching. And we're 21 minutes from downtown Boise. I mean, we're just right here. So it's really a beautiful thing to be able to share that, send people out with a little more love in their heart back to their homes.
Okay, that guy.
Stay and hang out with the goats?
He's making me want to get some goats. I love it. All right, coming up, a drug shortage leaving patients with cancer, diabetes, and ADHD without potentially life-changing treatment. What's causing the worst drug shortage on record? Next on Nightside.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
A random text message hiding a sinister motive, and anyone can be a target.
A woman lost her entire life savings.
I'm Derek Dice. I'll tell you how to spot the scammers before it's too late and the #1 mistake they're counting on you to make. Tuesday on 4 News Now at 6.
Fred helps you say goodbye to laundry woes with this Whirlpool top-load laundry set.
With a removable agitator, choose how you wash your clothes by easily swapping the agitator post in or out.
Save $400 on this highly rated top-load laundry set at Fred's Appliance.
Why stand around a box store looking for help? When you're in the market for a laundry set, you want selection and service.
Fred's experts are here to help. When Fred's advertises it, we've got it. Get your new appliance today.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With the EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
For 10 years, the 4 News Now Extreme team has been rebuilding and rejuvenating baseball fields. Is yours next? It's that time again. Go to KXOY.com and tell us why your field needs a makeover. Diamonds and Dreams, brought to you by your hometown Chevy dealers and Horizon Credit Union.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
All right, thanks for staying up with Nightside. Home buyers are paying more to borrow. Freddie Mac says the average rate for a 30-year mortgage is now up to nearly 6.9%. That's the highest it's been in more than a month, but still nearly a full point lower than last fall.
And people in Spokane County who were impacted by the wildfires last August have until June 17th to file their taxes. Everyone else has until Monday. If you really need more time, you can file for an extension, but you must do that by Monday as well. It's important to note that an extension to file is not an extension to pay. So if you do owe money, it is due Monday, April 15th. And if you can't pay right now, don't panic.
If you can't pay for whatever reason, we have all sorts of programs. One is called Offer in Compromise, where we can reduce the total amount that you owe relative to how much you are making so that it's livable.
When it comes to filing, there are multiple ways to file for free, although to guarantee it, you must go through the IRS website, click on Free File, and pick which software to use.
A nationwide shortage of potentially life-saving drugs is now the worst on record, according to a top pharmacist group. Some patients are having to forego critical medication because hospitals and pharmacies just can't get it. Cancer treatments, diabetes, ADHD, and injectable drugs that are used in life-saving operations are just some of the medications in low supply. Experts say there are several reasons as to why, including supply and demand, manufacturing and raw material issues following the pandemic, and a lack of incentive for big pharmaceutical companies to produce the cheaper generic drugs. Experts say there are often alternative medications, but they come with challenges.
It creates a lot of problems inside the hospital, potential for dosing errors, potential for medication errors, and in some cases, patients have to go without therapy or have their care rationed.
So, what can be done? The Biden administration is now urging Congress to pass a law rewarding hospitals that buy drugs from a wider variety of manufacturers. And the FTC is investigating drug distributors to look into whether they misused their marketing power.
Well, the Biden administration plans to wipe away another $7.4 billion in student loan debt for around 277,000 people nationwide. Canceling debt has been a tug-of-war between the president and GOP-led states, with the Supreme Court upholding a lawsuit to block his initial plan. Now the Department of Education has found a new path toward their debt relief goal, using a different legal authority granted under the Higher Education Act of 1965. Some debt holders could qualify to have all of their interest cleared.
My administration will propose a new rule to cancel up to $20,000 in runaway interest for any borrower that owes more now than when they started paying the loan.
The White House says if all goes as planned, canceling accrued interest for qualified borrowers could begin as early as this fall. In total, President Biden has authorized the cancellation of $153 billion in debt for over 4 million people. That's more than 9% of all outstanding federal student loan debt.
Well, the number of middle-aged women seen at a hospital for alcohol abuse nearly doubled during the pandemic. That's according to a study published in the journal JAMA Health Forum. Researchers looked at claims from an insurance database for women who went to the ER or were hospitalized due to alcohol abuse. The data showed visits nearly doubled for women between the ages of 40 and 65 during the pandemic. Among the diagnoses were complications from alcohol-related liver disease like cirrhosis.
Videos like these are all over social media. Teens, even tweens, showing off their skincare routines. But now some big name brands are pushing back, urging younger kids not to buy certain products. Popular brand Drunk Elephant warning kids to stay away from their products containing acid and retinols.
Telling a marketplace, don't use this product if you're under a certain age. Certainly that's responsible.
Another skincare company posting a new campaign, including these photos to social media saying childhood goes by fast. Don't let your kids waste it on a 10-step skincare routine. Experts say with Gen Alpha getting in on the self-care frenzy, companies need to carefully weigh risks in marketing to younger customers.
Well, the Idaho Vandals are halfway through their spring practices. Coming up in sports, Alice Crescenti shows us how this offseason is unlike any other the team has had in recent years.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Tribe Casino.
The disappearance of a pregnant woman and her 2 children has captured the nation's attention.
Are you telling me the truth? I mean, he asked you about your marriage and infidelity.
The husband is always the top suspect. Always the top suspect.
I want you to take a deep breath right now.
Stand up for me. Face that wall.
Of course he's the suspect.
The Interrogation Tapes, the new 2020 True Crime Limited Series, Monday on ABC.
We're the easiest way to shop for floors, and going on now is our Carpet One Teal Tag Sale, where you can save up to $1,000 on new floors. Special financing is available.
Panhandle Carpet One Floor and Home, West Appleway Avenue.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
When it comes to your business, off is not an option. Off means time and money lost. To move forward and grow, you need to be on time, on budget, so you can come out on top. Batteries Plus has the national scale to fulfill all your battery and power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business. Visit one of our 700-plus stores today.
We're the easiest way to shop for floors, and going on now is our Carpet One Teal Tag Sale, where you can save up to $1,000 on new floors. Special financing is available.
Panhandle Carpet One Floor and Home, West Appleway Avenue.
After being away for the last 25 years, a familiar face is returning to the inland Northwest. A few hours ago, Eastern Washington University made it official. Dan Munson will return and be the next head coach for the men's basketball program. And he is no stranger to Spokane County, as Munson led the Gonzaga Bulldogs on that famous run to the Elite Eight in 1999 before taking over at Minnesota for 8 seasons, and then Long Beach State, where he stayed for 17 years. Until the university fired him before the conference tournament about a month ago. Of course, that team went on to make the NCAA tournament before falling in the first round to former pupil Tommy Lloyd and Arizona. Now, the introductory press conference will take place on Monday afternoon in Cheney. And staying in the college basketball world, former Washington State Cougar guard Miles Rice entered his name into the transfer portal a couple weeks ago, but we may soon know his next destination. According to 24/7 Sports, their crystal ball prediction has him going to Indiana in the Big Ten. The reigning Pac-12 Freshman of the Year year, put up more than 12.5 points a game. It was instrumental in getting the Cougs back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2008. Now, the Idaho Vandals are coming off their best season in about a quarter of a century, making it all the way to the FCS quarterfinals. If they want to make it another deep run into the playoffs, they're going to have to do it with without a lot of familiar faces. Quarterback Giovanni McCoy moved on after a very successful 2 seasons in Moscow, and now the reins turn over to Jack Lane. In his limited reps so far, the redshirt sophomore has impressed, and Jason Eck actually calls him the smartest quarterback he's ever coached. Of course, it's going to take a lot more than Lane to get back to the postseason, and that's going to come with the experience at other positions. The Vandals returned 5 starters on offense and 8 on defense, and even though we're still a few months away from the 2024 season kicking off, Coach Eck wants to use the spring ball to see how his guys' off-the-field preparations translate to on the field at practices.
You know, some guys are big and strong and fast, but then when you have to process things, you know, and you have to remember what the play call is and how to line up and all those things, it's a little different. So, you know, just how things carry over to football and things. And I think we definitely see some guys who've made, you know, gains in the weight room in the offseason that are showing up and carrying over to the practice field. But, you know, this is the best evaluation, you know, by actually playing football. And, you know, we're scrimmaging a little bit more than we have. We didn't go live today, but, you know, we're scrimmaging more and tackling more than we did last spring. You know, just by design, just because we have a few more unproven guys that just need more reps to get better.
Now, the Vandals will have 6 more practices before the annual spring game on Friday, April 26th, inside the Kibbie Dome.
All right, Alex, thank you. Hoop Fest is just 11 weeks away, and they are looking for court monitors, as they are every year. Each court monitor supervises 35 games, and besides getting to play a major role in the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament, you get to go home with a swag bag, including shoes, shorts, T-shirt, and a hat. For more information and a link to register to volunteer, head to KXLY.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families, a legacy of capability and technology that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% APR for 72 months on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
It's Click-It RV's huge spring cleaning liquidation event, April 11th through the 17th at the old Newport Cinemas. There's huge savings on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. With super low interest rates, 0 down, and no payments until September. And our trade-up program gets you up to $4,000 above book. Enter to win $30,000 in cash or a new 2023 StarCraft trailer. So beat the spring rush and don't miss this huge spring cleaning liquidation event, April 11th through the 17th, 1 mile past the Y at the old Newport Cinemas.
It's not just designed to look good. It's built to command attention. It's not just a comfortable interior. It's a quiet refuge. They're not just headlights. They light the way forward. The fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Oh boy, what a great weekend. Maybe go for a Bloomsday training run or play a little hoops, getting ready for Hoop Fest or yard work or all kinds. It's
anything.
I can list a number of things
Chris, you
to
talk
do.
about yard work like it's fun.
No, I despise it. My husband jokes that I'm allergic to it. I have seasonal allergies. As I think you might be allergic to yard work. I'm going with that too.
And the other day you were talking about most of our ski resorts are even still open this weekend.
Yeah, the only one that's closed is Mount Spokane, but you can hike up and ski down. So yeah, take your pick.
Very nice.
Whatever you want to do. Are you going to get out?
No, I'm going to be picking up after the dog because now it's dry outside. So.
Oh, fine.